welcome to a new video that I have not made in like forever because I've been super busy with stuff, and now I finally have time, but actually school starts in like a week and I'm like stressed because I switched schools because my family moved and all that, so that's why I was like really busy at the beginning of the summer. But anyways, okay, so this is a Q&A video, and a lot of you guys have asked me questions, and I will try to answer as many as I can in this video without making it too boring or too long. So let's get started, and I hope you guys find this like really interesting, you know, because I feel like we don't know each other enough, or at least you don't know me enough, I think. So let's get started. Okay, so if you want to make really good art, I suppose buying an art pad for your computer would be a good idea. If you just want to like, cause it's like using a pencil and paper, and it's like really practical in my opinion, but it is possible to make really good art with a mouse. Like, I've seen people make super duper good art using a mouse, and if you want to challenge yourself even more, go for a trackpad. But I'm telling you, it is pretty challenging, but yeah, it's possible to make really good art with those materials. Just, you have to really be in control of your movements, because the mouse and the trackpad are pretty sensitive, I believe. I guess depending on your computer, but I do think it is a lot easier if you were to just buy like a tablet, like an art tablet. Like, I use an art tablet. Okay, so for my username, at first it was Artemis with an E, so it would have been ARTEMIS, and then I got that username from the Percy Jackson books, The Titan's Curse, I believe. It's the third book in the series. It was when the Greek goddess Artemis like popped in there, and I was like, oh my god, this girl is so cool. I want to be just like her. I'm gonna hate boys forever, and I'm never gonna date a boy. Look how wrong that turned out, because now I'm just like, okay, but anyways, yeah, so I was like obsessed with the character Artemis. She's the Greek goddess of like the hunt and the moon, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm positive she is. And so I decided to make that my username, and I loved it. But then one day Animal Jam gave people the option to change their usernames, so I was like, do I want to stay with Artemis, or do I want to change it to something else? And then I don't know if you guys know who this is, Slushy2151. Oh my god! Anyways, I was like, hey, what should I make my username? She's like, oh, you should keep it as Artemis. I'm like, okay, good. And then I changed the E to a Y because the name Artemis with an E was taken. So what? I'm pretty sure I got first place by myself, but okay. Or maybe I was not paying attention. But anyways, what? Oh my god, what is this? Where am I? I wasn't really inspired to learn French. It was my first language, since my parents, they both speak French. I was born in Quebec, which is the French area in Canada, and I have been to France. I've been to France a lot. It's amazing. Like, it's truly a beautiful place. I do totally recommend it if you want to travel somewhere. Just make sure you know like a few French words. Alright, so my favorite food, honestly, I love food in general, but my favorite would probably just have to be anything Asian. Like, you don't understand. Asian food is delicious! I am Asian, guys, so don't get me wrong, okay? I mean, that doesn't really have to do with anything, but just saying. Does anime count? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So, I missed the... okay, let me think of a word. Okay, I'd probably want to be Neil Caffrey from White Collar, because for starters, he's hot. and he's really smart. Although he is a criminal, he's smoking, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come on. Blue eyes and dark hair are just like my death. My hidden talent besides art, honestly, the sleep and eating count. Oh, let's not forget about being lazy, because, you know, I'm pretty good at that too. It's a talent, man. Although my best one is sleep, because I'm so good at sleeping, I can just do that with my eyes closed all day. Please tell me why people have to compare my name and traits to an anime character because my name is Oh, just letting you know, your name, it's good, man. It's good. It's on fleek. And, it's because the guy that everyone likes is called Levi. And he's like a super cool guy in the anime, so just take it as like an honor. Bestow this honor upon yourself. And accept the fact that your name is the same as the name of this really, really good-looking, awesome, strong guy who happens to be humanity's strongest. Just letting you know. So, basically, I was always a fan of drawing. I just liked it in general. I thought it was really like amusing and fun, but I didn't really like become passionate about it until 2014 when I went onto Instagram and became part of the Animal Jam community. I saw this art that someone made for Julian too. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, and that kind of like sparked. Oh my god, what did I press that? It sparked my my want to be for art. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like my brain is like zoning out a little bit. I would probably rather fight the one horse-sized duck, because if you were to put the 100 duck-sized horses together, that thing is gonna be a lot bigger than just one horse-sized duck. Plus, it's a big duck. Come on, guys. Probably Mikasa or Aaron. Probably Mikasa, honestly, because for starters, I aspire to be cool like her, because she's really cool, and she's like me whenever I get clingy about my fictional husbands that don't exist. So I already mentioned this before, that one person who made that Julian 2 art, they were basically like the start of my inspiration. But anyways, for a masterpiece, if it's like something simple, I guess 1 hour, but if it's something like really, really complex and really detailed, it takes around 3 to 4 hours, but mostly 3 hours. Yeah. What was the first anime I ever watched? Attack on Titan! Yeah! Why would I not say Levi, honestly? Do you guys not understand who he is to me? My room is like a shrine to him. I mean, what shrine? I don't have a shrine. Psh, ugh, shut up. What fandoms are you a part of? Okay, so, I mean, I'm a part of a lot of fandoms, but I'm not active in them, so I guess I don't really consider myself a part of them because of that. But yeah, the main fandom that I actually like interact with the most is probably the Attack on Titan fandom, just because I'm like super passionate about that, you guys. What got you into AJ and when did you start? Okay, I'm pretty sure I started either late 2010 or early 2011. But I remember I was in elementary school and my friends and I were going to the computer lab to play games, and then I saw these kids playing a game called Animal Jam, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? They were like, oh my god, do you want to play with us? I'm like, sure. And then they helped me set up an account and all that, and I thought it was a really cool game, and I was like, you know what, I want to keep playing this. I like it, man. I love it. I would probably want to have my dream job and horrible art skills. But, you know, if I was, like a doctor or something, or a scientist, I feel like I'd have my life more under control. I mean, I'd be stressed out 24/7, plus I guess I could just build up my art skills anyways. I mean, yeah, it'll take time, but hey, I mean, you learn as the more you practice. Like, you may suck, but hey, if you suck, that's why you practice, and then you get better. Does that make sense? Yes? No? Okay, moving on. I love ice cream. Yum yum. Honestly, probably just hanging out with friends. I love hanging out with friends, especially in person, because I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person. I'm not the biggest fan of like texting, just because it's just like, ugh. But I will do it if I have to. But yeah, hanging out in person is honestly just like the best, and I just love all the moments I have with my friends because they're crazy, they're weird, and that's why they're amazing. So if you're crazy and weird, good for you. We'll get along perfectly. And I think my computer froze again, so give me a second, guys. What age did you start drawing? I feel like my earliest memory from drawing was when I was 6. Honestly, I have to say the Make-A-Wish. I only get one chance to make a kid smile. For the last time, possibly. And I have many other chances to be able to see if I can get a job with HHQ. And plus, I like making people happy. So if I'm able to make someone happy for the last time, then I'll do it. I notice you! I notice you, child! Hi! This all depends on what direction you want to go in with your art. So let's say you want to go into realism or semi-realistic. I would recommend looking at photos, like photography for example, because with photography you get structure for anatomy, lighting. You like understand, like you get a realistic preference for the lighting, shading, and for like I said before, anatomy. And it helps to look at photographs. Like when I make aging masterpieces, I look at photographs because it helps me. Not only does it help me like improve my my abilities, but it just helps me in general for like the lighting, so I can like understand it, the shading, like where I have to highlight, where I have to darken. You know, it's really helpful in my opinion. Do I like Nintendo games? Yes, I do indeed. Probably Mario Kart, honestly. Like, you don't understand. Mario Kart was like my childhood. I remember once we got the game, I was literally on that for like hours and hours, and I was so competitive. I was like, I'm getting first place. I'm gonna win. Ugh, don't get in my way. I was like really competitive, guys. You don't understand. I'm an international pop star in my shower. Like, my biggest fan? The shampoo bottle. Yep, the two of us are tight, man. My manager? The conditioner bottle. Yep, it conditions my voice. My favorite K-pop group? Probably it has to be BTS. Oh my god, all those funny faces. Honestly, probably it was, oh my god, I have driver's ed! Because today I had driver's ed, and when my alarm woke me up, I was like, whatever. I turned it off, completely forgetting I had to leave. And then I was like, wait a minute, what time is it? And I looked at my phone, I was like, oh my god, it's 7:10. Oh my god, it's 7:10! And I just like ran out, and I'm like, gotta shower. And yeah. So if you're expecting something else, You didn't get it, so nice try. Nice try. You almost got me though, but if I didn't have driver's ed, I probably would have said something else. Does it have to be an animal? Because none of my spirit animals are actual animals. Just pointing it out. Does Levi count as a spirit animal? I would probably want to be like is there such thing as a phantom trash dragon? Because that would be pretty useful to me. Maybe I could be like an oil dragon, you know? I could just hold all the world's oil in my body and be like, you have nothing without me. Because oil is pretty valuable, I'm like positive. Like, it's one of the most important resources on Earth, pretty sure, aside from water. Without oil, don't have a lot of stuff, but then water is also pretty important. I'd still go for oil. Either oil or water, honestly. If I can't be an oil dragon, at least let me be a water dragon. Or actually, no. You know what? Make the water dragon, like, #1 on the list. Okay, I feel like this is, like, 2 different questions, because struggling with art is completely different from struggling with life. But I'll answer both. So, if you're struggling with, if you're struggling with art, let me tell you, if you think you're the worst artist right now and that you have no hope, you will never get better, don't tell yourself that, because it's not true. I once thought the same thing. I thought I was like the worst artist in the world. There was no way I could draw amazing masterpieces. I thought it was like over, you know? That I was like do something else in my life. But see, it just takes time, devotion, practice, and honestly, if you have all of those things, you can do it. I'm telling you, like, it may take time, yes, but the more you practice, the better you'll get. Like, look at me. Did I become a good artist in one day? No. It took years. Lots of practice. Honestly, just don't give up, and if you keep telling yourself that you can't do something, then of course you're not going to be able to do it. Just have commitment and you'll be good. As for the life issues, similar thing. If you're struggling, just remember that you're not the only one, and that it's okay. In your life, you're gonna run into obstacles. You're gonna feel like everything's just gonna come crashing down. You have no hope anymore. You feel like you'll never be happy ever again. I know how it feels to go through that. I know how it feels to feel extremely depressed, sad, and hopeless. However, that's not the case. Honestly, like I said before, you're going to run into things like this in life. Yet, don't let that stuff hold you back from being who you truly are. Don't let your sadness get in the way of your happiness, because sadness, I feel like it's just a temporary thing. It will go away eventually. Sometimes it takes a very long time, depending on who you are, because everyone is different. But just don't give up. You have to stay strong, and I know many of you guys have good hearts. I have faith in you all that you'll all make the right choice, and don't ever get to the point where you think you have to take your own life, because sadness and depression and all that are temporary problems, and if you take your life away, that's a permanent solution to your temporary problem. Just stick in and try to stay strong, and remember that there are always people who are there to support you, and they all care about you, and there's many people that love you, even if you don't know it. There is always someone there for you. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you found it helpful and interesting, and let me know what you think in the comments. So yeah, hope you guys all have a great day, great evening, great night, great afternoon. Yeah, just continue and be happy, guys. So yeah.